These are desperate times. A sequence of disappointing results has brought them to where they are. Another one here, and they will be going down. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Rooney. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he get... Real chance! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide. Van Nistelrooy. Serginho. Looking for the run. Now it's Owen. Good play on the left-hand side here. And he's managed to get free. And he whips it in. And that has been cleared. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. Looking to play him in. And he was quick to react. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Short changes him with that pass. Van Nistelrooy. Chance here to counter. In with the challenge. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. And Iniesta. And it's Chiellini. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. Beckham. Can he get it through? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely spread. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. And the finish! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Ball driven towards the... Here's the header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Dixon. Now, can they get him away? Shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckham standing over it. Beckham with the cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Beckham. Now it's Owen. And he welcomes it in. And this is Rooney. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Picked out brilliant. And Owen! Dixon. That's a little off target. Serginho. Back in possession and ready to go again. It's cause for mild irritation. Courtois getting this one clear. And that's aimed into the middle. And he's taking no chances there. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
So we're into the second 45. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! They've scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Beckham. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Rooney, out towards the flank, back into the middle, Opt. Rooney! It's Roberto Carlos! Just too much, fractions.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Howson. Rijkaard.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Dixon, not the most accurate pass. Rodri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chance! Onana. The ball's gone astray. And they're quick to get it back. Iniesta! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Howson. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Onana. Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball. Could move up a gear here. He has found the way through. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, perfectly measured that. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Beckham.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice interception. Decent chance! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And he's intervened well there. Rodri. Rodri carries the ball down the right. He can run onto that. No luck with that dink over the top. Van Nistelrooy tries to play it through. That's a cute ball. Alcantara. Tries to pass it through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's through here. Rodri. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Alcantara. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's that, the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Rooney picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Watch the screen for train departure times from
So it all boils down to this. The team so desperate to be up amongst the big hitters. And today, only a win suffices. It truly doesn't get any better, any bigger than this. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be...
Face to face with the keeper. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give...
Tries a shot! Off the post! Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Rodri trying to keep this in. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now this could be a chance. Can he get it through? Pull it. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Chiellini makes the interception. Howson. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that's well spotted. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That looks a cracking ball. And the ball is out of play.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Arsenal making an early change here. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
And it's Neymar. Some really good ball movement. Pass is just off target. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice pass. He's having a shot! And he's following up! Rooney. Rodri. Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Couldn't squeeze it through. Great vision. A decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And he's had it nicked away. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, that's a key interception. Always onto this. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Nicely weighted ball. And he's intervened well there. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Searching pass he's played there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Mbappe. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Owen! Vieira. For Rice. Pull it. 5 minutes till the break. Vieira. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Time and again they are repelled. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Saliba.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them, the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22.
That gets things going for the second
Coming on
half.
to replace him is...
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, good-looking ball. It's come to nothing. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Now the ball in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Cafu. Rice. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Cafu. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, he got a little eager knowing what's at stake, so I hope a few strong words, Peter, can settle him down.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. And he was quick to react.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. Rodri can see things others simply cannot. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Looking for the run. Well, played right into his path. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Pass somewhat off target. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Picked out brilliantly.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Arsenal appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Passes short and sharp. Now there's a fight. Messi! Oh, it's hit the post.
Substitution in progress.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rodri. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. So who's he going to be aiming for here? So another set play. And it's Iniesta. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's really well manoeuvred. Stoichkov was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cafu, chance for a shot! He scored! Arsenal are level. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, easy pickings there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Chiellini. Rooney. And he was alert to it. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Iniesta, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Khan sends that a long way. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rice. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Look at the space here. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Pete.
And that is as far as it goes. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams haven't...
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Now it's Rui Costa. Deep cross, terrific hit! Oh, it rattles the bar! That is good alertness. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the finish! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Spread neatly. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, they can break here. Rui Costa. He's in plenty of space here. And Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Gullit. Messi. Gullit.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Ah, he's given it away. He's through. Gullit! No mistake. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He won't be happy with that one. Rui Costa. That's good running with the ball. Owen. That's been cut out, well played. Makalele is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than... And Messi! Oh, he He did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Played out to the right. Oh, well played. Iniesta. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Yeah. Rui Costa. Nicely weighted ball. Pullet, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Messi. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Messi. And this is Pullet. Roberto Carlos. Cross to the back post. Good read, needed to be. Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now that's well seen too. Played into space. What a delightful ball. Roberto Carlos. And it's half-time here.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today. Substitution on the field, number 11, Diego
So off we go once more.
Number 10.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull it back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a promising position. In towards... Oh, smashing header! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So now the difference is 3. And the shot... He's having a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
Bangladesh certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
They've played it short. And that is masterful defending. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hullet. Well read. And the danger is averted. Now it's Owen. Driving forward. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Can he get on the end of this? Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he was quick to react. Makalele puts his foot on the gas. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and Rooney! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Messi. Rui Costa. Now it's Messi. Look at the shapes to shoot! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Great vision. Could try cutting inside here. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. Quick look, then plays it in. Chiellini. And that interception was... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serginho. Serginho goes on a charge down the left. Rui Costa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Back when it goes. Iniesta. Here's Rodri. Now it's Owen. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to play it through. Owen. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now that looks a decent ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now there's a fine ball. That is great defending, so alert. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alcantara.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Played back in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's there to retrieve it. And they're quick to get it back. Floated through. Ibrahimovic gets into a good position. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Shot could be on.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
It's a good-looking delivery. Oh, such a clever touch. Big header! Oh, almost a sixth.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Serginho. Coming on the field. Number 8.
Rivaldo.
Stoichkov. Number
Rooney.
18.
That is a brilliant interception.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rui Costa threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Please make sure to
Your
watch
final
the
thoughts,
screen
Jim?
for an information
One-sided
bulletin
and
from
only...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football.
Here's a shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for options, for movement. Crosses in it. Terrific header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Aimed beyond the defence. Azar. Massaro. Now it's Forlan. Messi. Vieira. For Messi. Vieira. Robertson. Has a look and plays it forward. He has found the way through. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he shoots! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Forlan. That's a shade optimistic. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Bellingham. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Robertson. And now the breakaway. Messi. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Tries a shot! Rude Hullet! That is just a piece of art! About as smooth as it gets. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And he was quick to react. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's found a way through. He's got away. Hullet plays it in. Real chance! Goal! And the comeback is complete. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he was alert to it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has been slung wide. Pass is just off target. Chiellini. Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And bullets! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. This ended up in no man's land. Pull it. And he's managed to get free. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Khan. Pull it. And here's Van Basten. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, what a mistake! He's through, and the finish! Really well taken goal. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Messi. Mateus. That's been slipped through. He's found a way through. Bellingham. And we've reached half-time.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going...
Header! He scores! The second half sparked straight into life. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Shot a goal! He scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was...
And Messi! Iniesta. That has been cut short. Threads one in. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. Messi! Whatever he had in mind. Mateus! Iniesta. Tries to pass it through. And he's only too happy to take that back. Azar.
Pretty robust defending.
Iniesta. Caceres. Oh, it's Van Basten. Rodri is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Can he get on the end of this? No, it's come to nothing. Goes forward. And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caceres. Hullet.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they're quick to get it back. Knocks it into space. And that has left him in a heap. It's Van Basten! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And he's running through. And here's Hullet. Hullet! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that is a little undercooked. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And this is Forlan. Massaro. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Hazard. Number 20, Iniesta. Coming on the field, number 8, Stoichkov. Number 7, Scholes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Forlan! They've got to be quick to recover this. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. And it's Cruyff. And Hullet! It's a goal! And they've got their lead back. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
No way through. Out to the right. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Misal. Coming on the field is number 9, Owen.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Chiellini, and back to the goalkeeper. Rijkaard. And it's Cáceres, who'll play for Owen. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Eto'o. Cáceres. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Maldini. And it's Maldini.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
Owen tries making a foray down the right. And this is Eto'o. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Chiellini. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established,